In this video, I'm going to show you how to learn anything very fast. And this is the exact process that I use to learn stuff. For the past 14 years in business, and more recently, I just broke the Guinness World Record for fastest selling nonfiction book.
Most people don't learn slowly because they're not smart. They learn slowly because they're vague.
And what learning is, all right? So what is learning? So learning is same condition, new behavior. So that means you do something different in the same exact situation. So if I go knock, knock, and then open the door and you say, hi, this is Alex, and then I say, close the door.
Learning is simple. Same situation, new behavior. Intelligence isn't IQ. It's how fast you change what you do. If it takes you more reps, that's not a weakness. Compress the reps and you beat everyone on time.
Next time, I want you to say, welcome to Starbucks. So then I go knock, knock, they open the door and they say, welcome to Starbucks. Same condition, knock, knock, new behavior, welcome to Starbucks, right? To the same degree, if I go knock, knock after saying that and the person says anything besides welcome to Starbucks, that person is a little dumber than the person who got it on the first shot. The number of times it takes you to change your behavior in the same condition.
But here's where almost everyone fails. They try to learn a big skill instead of breaking it into small, trainable pieces.
Deconstruct the skill. So what does this mean? So skills are typically chunked up or chunked down.
Quick pause here. If what I'm sharing is making sense and you're thinking, okay, but how does this actually work in a real system? I've put together a free training that walks through the exact structure and process we use. It's not theory, it's a behind-the-scenes walkthrough of how the system is set up, how the pieces fit together, and how most of the heavy lifting is already handled, so you're not starting from zero. If you want to see how it's structured and decide for yourself if it's a good fit, the link is in the description. All right, let's jump back in.
So basketball, so people are like, he is good at basketball. They're saying he has many skills that relates to this thing. Now within basketball, you've got dribbling, you've got shooting, you've got passing, right? These are sub-skills underneath of basketball.
Most people say they want to get good at business or content, but those aren't skills, they're buckets. Real progress starts when you break the bucket into exact behaviors. And once you do that, improvement becomes predictable.
To the same degree in business, you can be good at business versus good at marketing, good at sales, good at product, good at hiring. All of these are sub-skills underneath of those larger skills. Now, if we were to go even deeper than that, we also have generalizable skills across domains. So if I have great hand-eye coordination, I might be better or learn something faster. Like I will learn how to shoot faster, but I'll also learn how to play ping pong faster.
But breaking a skill down isn't enough. If you don't define what good actually looks like, you'll practice forever and still stay average.
Now, this is a bit of a trite term, but fundamentally, this is what it is. Success of the skill. And so we would need to identify the specific behaviors and actions that demonstrate mastery of each sub-skill. So we want to get clear on what good looks like in practice. What does this actually mean? Okay. So if I said, I want to get good at foul shots, all right? So foul shots probably have different parts associated with it. There's probably going to be, I have to measure the distance.
Average people practice feelings. Winners practice numbers. They don't guess, they measure. They know exactly what good looks like before they start. And that clarity turns effort into progress.
And I could probably say, what percentage of my shots did I hit within the box? Okay. What percentage of the shots did I get what percentage of them did I get in altogether? Right. And then within that, I could probably say, how many times did I finish my follow through? And like, I don't know anything about basketball, but I would be like, okay, am I finishing above my head? Because that's where I want the follow through to be. And where is my shoulder position? Am I twisted? Am I straight up?
But here's the trap that keeps smart people stuck. They try to understand why something works instead of just doing what works.
Ignore the black box. Okay. So ignore black box. Okay. So let me explain what I mean by this. A lot of times, people will try and create this narrative around psychology, around emotionality, around
Results don't come from theories, they come from inputs. Do the behavior, watch the outcome. Adjust the inputs, repeat, that's how real skill is built.
Biomolecular, whatever the hell, gobbledygook. And so I can say that it is incredibly difficult to understand why something works or why people do things. But what we can observe is whether something works or whether they did something. And so we want to say, okay, we have this box. There is an output. Instead of trying to figure out what magic is happening inside of this box.
But here's the uncomfortable truth. If you don't track the numbers, you don't actually care about getting better.
And so, I said it before, but if you don't track, you don't care. And so you have to find a way to measure your success, measure the outputs, or you will never improve. And so what I do in my learning process, for whether I'm learning from a guru, from a course, a webinar, a podcast, anything, right, is I look at the top 10%, the top 1% of people first, and then I try to observe.
Numbers only matter if you know what good looks like. That's why top performers study the top 10%, not the average. They don't ask for opinions, they look for differences. And those differences become their upgrade checklist.
What do they do? Not what they say about what they do. What do they do that I can replicate? And I want to give you like the hack of all hacks here. Most people who are good at stuff don't know why they're good. Michael Jordan, not a very good coach. Player, the GOAT. Bar none, no question, right? And so how can we have this guy who's so good at basketball not be good at getting other people to be good at basketball?
But spotting differences once isn't enough. The real edge comes from repeating this process until it compounds.
What made these different from all these? What is the difference? Now, there is for sure a difference because these are the top 10%. You might only be able to identify one or two differences. So you will take the things that you find different, and then you will do another set of many repetitions. Will you do this? And then you'll have a top 10% again. And on here,
most people analyze once and move on. Top performers analyze, adjust, and repeat. They don't chase motivation, they build momentum. And momentum turns average effort into mastery.
You'll get another inference of why that's the top 10%. And then, but wait, there's more. We will then go, taking all those inferences, and then we have our top 10% again. And here, you get the idea. Your idea and observation density will increase like coats of paint. Every time you go over it, you'll learn one more thing.
Do this long enough and people will call you a natural, not knowing you just repeated the process more times than anyone else.
So if innovation, if necessity is the mother of innovation, repetition is the father of skill, which is that you repeat these steps over and over and over again until people call you a natural. And so I've been, blessed, if you want to use that word, at being good at, I was good at school. I was not bad at school. Some people are like, I became an entrepreneur because I sucked at school. I was good at school.
If you like this video, gently hit the like button. If you dislike this video, then share with your friends and family. Because whether you liked it or not, it could be helpful to your friends and family and your social media contact. And if you think we are doing our best to try and explain to you how you can change your life, and you want to watch the next video, then make sure you subscribe to our channel and switch on the notification bell button. And make sure you ask your friends and family and social media contacts to subscribe to our channel, switch on the notification bell button as well. This way, you will help us get 10,000 subscribers in next 3 months. To learn more money techniques, watch these videos, and we will see you on the next one.